Are you creeped out yet? I hope you are. What's happening, film nerds? David the Film Junkie here. Hey! Finally, guys. Wow. Welcome to the Film Junket podcast. Not even sure which episode. I'm going to say 14. But it's been so long, for the love of everything. Yeah. Sorry, guys. I'm sorry that it's been so long that I've recorded this podcast. I mean, it's just been a crazy it's been a crazy few weeks. Not just like a month, but like almost 2 months, man. I tell you what, guys. It's been crazy. I know you guys have been keeping up. I've even talked about it on here on the podcast, but I did moved a couple towns over. Moved into my buddy. He owns a house, and he's got like 2 locations at the house. He converted a back house, so I'm in the back house right now. If you actually go on my channel, I actually posted about that I moved and gave like a little slight tour. It's cozy. You know what, guys? It's cozy. I've been here for 2 weeks. Okay, a little over 2 weeks and some change. And it took a bit. It actually took a bit, but the very first thing when I moved in that I felt is I just kept using the word cozy when I tell people. Like when hey, how's a new place? But it's cozy. Doesn't quite feel like home yet, but it's cozy, because the place where I was at before, that was home. That was my first house by myself because prior to that, I've had nothing but roommates. But that was the house that I actually officially had by myself, all me, nobody to talk to. I was so lonely. No, it was just time to be on my own. I had 3 roommates before, and all 3, you kind of bump heads. It just happens, And I'm not saying like they hated me or something like that. It just happens. Like no, I'm still very. One was with the two first roommates are like 2 of my best friends, and we're still really good friends. It's just you move on, and the other one was my brother. So yeah, so it was just time then, which was back in 2014, that I needed to get my own place. Found a nice little place, and it just really was my home. I had a lot of good times at that place, some bad times as well. So it was pretty emotional. It was definitely emotional leaving that place. Some tears and blah blah blah, and just it was difficult. It was quite difficult. It was just a stressful process and everything. And then I wasn't sure if I wanted to move over here. There's a lot of reasons why I didn't want to, but then I was like, nah, this is good. I needed because it's my buddy was just charging me cheaper rent than I was paying over there. So I was like, I had to do it, so I can save some money, put it towards some shit. And when I explained to people, I go, yeah, it's cozy, but it didn't feel like home yet until this past weekend. Because if you guys have been paying attention too, I had the shittiest internet for 2 weeks, guys. How did I do it? I don't know. How did I still upload videos? How did I still do anything? That's why I didn't even want to do the podcast, because it was just like, nah, I'm not going to deal with that. Even though it doesn't take much no, not necessarily. It would take a long time to upload a podcast onto YouTube, at least. I still got to work out. I think I'm going to get like a SoundCloud or some shit. I don't know. We'll see what happens. So you guys can actually download and listen to this at your earliest convenience, guys. I'm looking out for you. You can just do that. You don't have to have the YouTube window open, because we all know that these fucking phones, you can't turn the fucking thing off when I don't know what. Yeah, I just went into a whole other character there. I apologize. No. But basically what was happening here, since this is a back house, and the front house already had like a cable internet, Spectrum / Time Warner, whatever the fuck you want to call it. So I couldn't get that, and then I had Frontier, which used to be Verizon Fios, over at my old place. These fucking assholes, alright? Okay, this is what I had to go through, guys. It's Frontier and Verizon Wireless, fuck you, okay? Just gonna say that as I start off this little diatribe here. Okay, so I call up when I'm still, living at the old place. I'm like, call up and I need to get a transfer. I'm gonna transfer my service, blah, blah, blah. So the guy on the other line goes, oh, well, your internet speed's gonna drop drastically because there's no Fios in your area. And I'm going, what the shit? Ah, great. Well, schedule the appointment anyways. And I was moving, on the first. I was moving on the first, and I was supposed to have it, and they scheduled an appointment for Monday. And I said, just do it, blah, blah, blah. And I'm going, oh, man. And they were telling me, I was like, hey, you're only going to get about 7 meg down and 1 meg up. I'm like, fuck. So like a souped up DSL. Screw that noise. So I'm thinking, okay, what can I do? Maybe I could just get a hotspot. Should I get it through T-Mobile? Nah, I should probably do it through Verizon. Check all that out. You know, I'll just get unlimited data, see what happens, you know, let's see what they can give me. You know, and I go into a Verizon Wireless and I ask them, I'm like, so what's going to happen? I mean, what if I like use a little too much data? Are they going to throttle me down? And the guy goes, well, no, they might after like, you know, after 20 gigabytes or whatever, and you might get throttled down, but it really just depends on how many people are on the tower. All right, cool. So then I just got that answer. It was on my lunch when I was at work. And so I go to the Verizon over here, which is actually like a sub to Verizon. They're called like Go Wireless. And I go in there and I ask the same question, blah, blah, blah. And he goes, yeah, it sounds about right, blah, blah, blah. But you know what? You probably, and actually what I thought about it was like, you know what? I'll just transfer all my shit to Verizon because I'm on T-Mobile. I'll have my phone. They'll port my number and everything will be good. Everything will be golden. I'll just have one bill for internet and my phone. Sounds perfect. And I got it all going, got the hotspot, brought it home, fired it up. Everything was great. I was streaming some Netflix on the TV, and I was doing my work, uploading videos. Great. Everything's fantastic. Woo! Everything's good. Everything's looking good over here until that Sunday. I got it Saturday during the day. Sunday night, fired up, try to watch something on TV. It is like, it's freaking the circle of death. It is going crazy. So I'm like, what the hell? So I get on my phone, run a speed test. It is like under a meg down. I get on my computer, same thing. And I'm going, what the shit is going on? And I look at the hotspot because it's got a little like screen on it. And it's past 10 gigabytes. And I'm going, you know what? I bet these motherfuckers throttled me down after 10 gigabytes. So I kind of did some research, and I saw online that, yeah, looks like that's what they do. So I called the next day. Sure enough, lady on the line goes, yeah, oh, yeah, we throttle your line on the after 10 gigabytes. And, well, if you want more, we can get you, for, like, this amount, we can get you 2 gigabytes more, or 4, or 10. And I'm going, nope, 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 and nope. Get the fuck, you guys fucking suck, okay? Because I ask questions. Oh! Go! Sorry, I'm watching the Giants game. They're kicking ass, yes! And they just scored. 3-1. That's right, motherfucker. All right, sorry. You're going to hear that. You know, I got the Giants playing, man. They're my team, and they suck ass this year. Jesus Christ. So anytime they score, it's like, yes! Anyways, so she tells me that. I'm like, yeah, okay, well, here we go. This sucks. And this was already, so I was supposed to have an appointment for Frontier, which, you know, used to be Verizon Fios. And they were supposed to show up between 8 and 12. And, of course, they didn't. I was off that day. This was before the holiday, July 4th. Of course, they didn't show up. I call up, and sure enough, the guy in the other line goes, yeah, I don't see anything for an order. And I'm going, yeah, great, fantastic. And then he goes, okay, so do you want the same services you have over here? And I'm going, okay. I was told that there wasn't Fios in this area. And he goes, well, according to what I see here, you do have Fios in the area. I'm like, thank you. And I even walked outside when I was on the phone from him because I work in telecom. I know what to look for. And I just double checked and I looked up. I'm like, yes, there is a fiber strand up there. You motherfuckers. Jesus. So he gets it all going. He has to like do some things. And earliest appointment I can get is 2 Saturdays from then. This is July 3rd. Okay? He couldn't get it until the 15th. Oh, God. I couldn't believe it. I was like, my butthole, my heart, everything just like came together. Butthole, heart, intestines, just all. Oh. But I went, okay, this is not this guy's fault. It's not their fault. I get it. I used to work for the cable company. I know sometimes you get too many. You just can't fit it. It just happens. You know, there's nothing I could do about it. There's nothing he could do about it. I just gotta move forward here. So schedule it for the 15th. And so for 2 weeks, I had to, like, okay, basically what I would do, I would record my stuff normally, and I would edit normally, and then as soon as I get done, I would just get done as many videos as possible. Then I would transfer them to my phone, use T-Mobile service. Excuse me. By the way, I'm, jeez. I'm sipping on some Captain Morgan. I've been on a big time Captain Morgan kick since I've been here. Well, the reason why, see, I'm going off on tangents. If you're new to my podcast, I go off on tangents. Just get used to it. Okay. I bought a little fridge, like not a big fridge, a little fridge, because I didn't need a big fridge because, I just didn't need it. So I got like this like smaller fridge, not like a mini fridge, bigger than a mini fridge. It has its own like dedicated freezer. Okay. So where was I going with this? Okay. Yeah. So, cause it's like, so fitting beer in there, not exactly the best thing. So I've just been, drinking the Captain Morgan, guys. Anyways, cheers. So basically what I was doing is I would edit it all, blah, blah, blah. Then I'd hook up my phone to my computer, transfer all the videos to my phone, and then I'd use T-Mobile service, which is not throttled down, to upload the videos. That's how I was doing it for the past 2 weeks before Saturday, guys. So I was stressing. If I didn't have enough stress already because of other reasons, which I'm going to brush up. I'm going to tell you guys a little bit. It's been a very emotional and stressful 2 weeks, I tell you what, with this move. Anyway, so Friday, I'm going, okay, come on. This has gotta happen. I mean, luckily the hotspot, I could still run Netflix or any, some stuff, but it would, every now and then it would, you gotta get the circle of death, the wheel of death, loading, stuff like that. But it was able to run Netflix, as long as I wasn't on it, and as long as no other devices were really on it. It was just a big pain in the ass. So the guy calls me up. Luckily, he calls me just after 8. He gets here, and I'm going, okay, because I know. I used to be a cable guy. I know I've gotten out of jobs, especially when it's like you don't want to do it. You have a lot of work orders. I've done it. It's just the way it is, guys. You better believe there's tactics that are used to cancel jobs. It's just the way it is, and I knew it. I got money out, and I was going to offer this motherfucker money if he wasn't going to do it. And I was worried, too, because it was back house, and, there's certain guidelines with things and everything. Anyways, he gets here. He looks at everything, and everything's looking good. He's going, yeah, I could do this. Well, but maybe not. This might be a problem. And I'm going, oh, God. But then, because he was talking about the address and everything, because the front house, but there's not a line in the front house, so it was fine. They have Spectrum internet. I'm getting a totally different internet. So he starts looking up at the pole, and then it turns out he doesn't have enough fiber drop cable, which is the line they run from the pole to your house. He didn't have enough. I'm going, oh, God, here we go. But then he goes, well, I could set it up for somebody to come run a drop, and they could probably do it today, and then I'll come back. Really nice guy, by the way. He was a nice guy, and I was really going, oh, yes, I got a nice guy. I know he's one of those guys that loves to do his job. He does his job properly. He's been doing it forever. And sure enough, he has. He's been doing it for he said he's been in the business for, I think, for over 15 years. Anyways, so he sets that up. He calls me and he goes, hey, they're going to be there in about 45 minutes. Great. Fantastic. Then this dude shows up. He runs the drop, hooks it up to the house, leaves. And then the other guy shows up, probably about noonish almost. And he gets it all going, and he hooks it up. He does a great job, and now I got lightning fast internet. I almost came in my pants when I fired everything up. I'm not gonna lie. Now everything's running great. I can do my work. I can upload videos just instantly almost. It's absolutely fantastic. But yeah, I was stressing about that and other things too, guys. Let's talk about relationships, guys. And I know I'm going to get into the movie stuff in a bit. I know you guys are like, why do I want to hear this? And yeah, you can fast forward if you want to. I just wanted to, this is therapy a little bit, guys. And I think, and pardon if you hear some air rushing in the background, it's my AC. It's hot. It's hot, and come on, it's July, of course, in California. Anyway, so one of the things that made that last place I was at by myself special was the fact that I basically was in a relationship for the past 2.5 years, guys. I was in a relationship on and off, and I'm talking about on and off. Talking about breaking up and getting back together about 7, maybe 8 times. I lost count. Yes, you could say I'm stupid. I am. I was stupid. Absolutely stupid. But there was just, sometimes you just meet that person that you just can't wash off your skin. And so when it came to that house that I lived at previously, it was basically almost our house. She helped me get into it. Anytime that, it was basically her second house. There's just a lot of things, and like I said, I had good times, bad times. at that place. That's why it was very hard to let go. And, you know, we've been broken up since January, which is funny. The end of January, we broke up. I'm not going to go into the stupid reasons why, and they're very stupid reasons why. Not really that has to do with me, and I'm not just saying that. I thought I was part of the reason, but it was really, and I know that sounds like that's what anybody said, but if I would actually explain it, you'd be like, holy shit, yeah, that's totally not your fault. I'm not going to do that. But, you know, when I was cleaning up, she actually just showed up randomly. And, you know, she kind of helped me clean up the last part of it. We said goodbye to the house, and it was very emotional. And it was hard to just let go of that, you know, because it's like a different chapter. You're moving on. It's just the way it is, you know. Sometimes you can move into a place and it's not that special. You can just move out and whatever. You just say goodbye, whatever. Probably what's going to happen with this place, because it's just, you know, it's something temporary. It's not going to be where I'm going to be living for, you know, 10 years or nothing. No, I'm not. I have plans for myself, and hopefully it'll get better. This is just something for it to help me save money, and it's a cozy little spot. My friend's helping me out, you know. That's what it is. But the other place was just, it was special. So, you know, we started talking again. I actually brought her to the new place, even though I wasn't supposed to do that. My whole idea was put all that in my rear view, and that's it. We'll move on. I move on, blah, blah, blah. But I made the mistake of being like, just holding on to prior stuff. Well, turns out, you know, bad things happen again. And I made a decision to just be like, no, this is not going to happen. I'm not going to be stupid again, because it just can't, it's not going to work. If it didn't work the first 8 times, why is it going to work this time? And then there's other reasons why too. Just bad decisions that were made on both of our sides, mainly hers, that I just couldn't get past. So, very emotional couple of weeks. But I finally I put the kibosh on it in a different kind of way that I didn't before. She got super pissed at me. I got super pissed at her. Hey, we basically told each other to go fuck yourself. And that's it. Haven't talked since, and it's actually been pretty fantastic. Especially since, well, I mean, that was like last weekend. Not last weekend, but the weekend before last weekend. Oh, what the hell are you guys doing? Airs. This is what's going on with the Giants, man. And they're still leading. Anyways. And basically it was just like, yeah, so it was like the weekend before last weekend, and we haven't talked since, like, then. God damn it, Matt Moore. Sorry, I just saw the replay. And, yeah, we basically just got pissed at each other, and I was like, and then I just kind of reflected on a relationship, and you just kind of realized, wow, I was the stupid one. I'm stupid. What the heck was I doing, you know? And, you know, we all do it. We all do it, guys. I mean, when you get in a relationship, you have that one person that just gets to your core. And I'm not saying that our relationship was, like, fully bad, like, all the time. No, when the good times were good, they were really good, you know? We had a lot of good times. But when the bad times were bad, they were bad. And just getting back together repeatedly after, like, many certain things happen, I'm going, why did I do that? Why did I do that? And you just really got to reflect on that. You got to really look at that part of it. Yeah, it's hard to let go of the good times, but when you have to look past things and you have to get over certain things that happen, maybe you shouldn't be with that person. You really shouldn't, because especially when that person is asking you, like, where were you during this? And then you kind of look back and go, well, wait a minute. I was here. You were doing this. And then where were you when I was going through this? You know, and if that's, shit. They just tied it. See, this is what I'm talking about. God. 3-3. You damn it. Anyways. Yeah, so guys, if you're ever stuck in that kind of relationship where it's just an emotional roller coaster that you can't seem to get off of, reflect and look and just really it's hard. It's very hard. But if there's things you have to get over, if there's things you have to put behind you and everything, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. If that person wasn't there for you and they expected you to be there for them, no, that's bullshit. That's a certain kind of narcissism and selfishness that you shouldn't be with. And then I've realized that in like this past few days. And now I'm like happier than ever, pretty much. Like, I was really struggling with this move and everything. It was really just like adjusting everything. But now, ever since like pretty much yesterday and, to today, I've felt really great. So, done with that. let's move on. Sorry that I rambled on about all that stuff, guys. It's therapeutic to just kind of talk about it, because whatever. So anyways, what are we talking about here? Comic-Con, guys, Saturday. Let's talk about Comic-Con. What do we expect to happen at Comic-Con? Well, a lot of good things have already come about. Like, they're probably going to, we're getting another Justice League trailer. We're getting some Aquaman footage, probably. And that's going to be all fine and dandy, but it sounded like we're going to probably get some new slate days or whatever. What the hell? Sorry, I was just looking at my Twitter. Oh. I tweeted out something about, how Superman and Superman 2, took off his S, and he had, his S, it was it's saran wrap S, and he throws it. So ridiculous. But people are like, that's my Superman! Fuck Henry Cavill, he's too depressed, he doesn't smile. I'm like, I love Christopher Reeves, he embodies Superman, but there's a lot of stupid and cheesy shit that are in those movies. One being the fact that he actually threw his S. Oh, it was so stupid. It didn't even make sense. Anyways. So, Comic-Con, yeah, we're going to have that. But then I think they're going to be announcing some release dates. They're going to be announcing some directors, hopefully. Flash! We're going to get a Flash director. According to Scoopy Pants, we're not going to get David Ayer doing Gotham City Sirens, which is weird. That doesn't make sense to me. It seems like he would. Maybe he's going to do Suicide Squad 2 instead. I don't know. See, the thing is, Warner Brothers, the way that Mr. Scoopy Pants is saying that David Ayer's not going to do it is because the really bad feedback that they got, and, oh, God, with Suicide Squad, because with Batman vs. Superman, people are coming around big time, especially with the Ultimate Edition, and there is such a big fan base for Batman vs. Superman, but that fan base that loves us, the fan base that we have, that loves the DCEU, we kind of go, Suicide Squad, yeah, but it was Warner Brothers' fault. That's the thing. Fucking, it wasn't really David Ayer's fault, kind of David Ayer's fault. I'm not saying that there's no blame there, because he still wrote a very generic, fucking script with the whole, shoot a light in the sky, Chantress. Shut the, oh, God, it's so bad. I put it on the other day. It's a guilty pleasure. I'm not going to lie. And I saw a tweet today where people were like, what's a DCU movie that you've watched that you'll never watch again? And a lot of the DCU fans are like, Suicide Squad. I'm like, come on, you wouldn't watch it again? Put it on. Put the Ultimate Cut on. You didn't watch the Ultimate Cut? Fuck you. Stop being like that. Because then they were like, then there was a question like, which MCU movie did you watch once and not again? And then they put a whole laundry list. I'm like, God damn it. Stop it. I've watched every MCU movie more than once. They're not all that great sometimes. Thor, Dark World, Iron Man 2. Not that great. A lot of people had Ant-Man on their list. I'm like, Ant-Man's just, I don't know. That's also, I guess, a guilty pleasure. But I like it because I like Paul Rudd. And it's different. It's whatever. DC side sometimes, I love you guys, but sometimes I don't know about you. But I know you guys aren't like that. You love the balance. Jesus Christ! What is going on? You guys are falling apart. The defense is falling apart. Giants. Yes, you should be frustrated. I don't even know who that first baseman is because our normal first baseman's not in there. God, this is not... Oh, they're changing pitchers. More! You're doing so well. Anyways. Yeah, anyways, besides all that, let's go back to the Comic-Con stuff. Yeah, so I'm hoping they're going to do some announcement. I hope Patty Jenkins gets announced for Wonder Woman 2. I think she will be. There's no doubt in my mind that she will. She knocked it out. I've watched Wonder Woman now 4 times. It's good. It's really good. It's just, and then when it comes to the Marvel Studios side, they're going to have some good stuff too. Hopefully they release that goddamn Infinity War footage that we've got a description on. Oh, they're not switching pictures. What the hell? Anyways, goddamn, it sounds pretty amazing. Sounds pretty damn amazing. Hopefully they release it during Comic-Con. I don't know what they're going to do with that. Maybe they're probably going to bring out the directors for Captain Marvel. Maybe show her in the costume. Who knows? That would be pretty cool, but I think they should wait for the movie because she's supposed to be in Infinity War. They should really wait. Okay? Just like that Justice League trailer. Don't show Superman, please! Don't show Superman. My God, please. Just tease him. Don't even really show Steppenwolf. Tease him too. I don't know. They already kind of teased him in the last trailer. I mean, you see Aquaman swimming. You see like this big ass glowing axe. Like he dodges it, and that's got to be it, or staff, or whatever the fuck you want to call it. It looks like an axe. So, yeah, it's like don't blow your wad. But I know these studios love to do that. They love to blow that wad all over our faces, and we love it. But then after a while, we're just kind of like, hey, it's getting into my eye. And now it stings, and you shouldn't have done that. That's basically what we do. Oh, God. Am I painting a disgusting, explicit picture for you guys? Yeah, graphic. It's what I do. Anyway, so I'm expecting just Saturday to be an awesome day. I'm going to be here. I'm not going to it. One of these days, geez, throw your bat like an asshole. One of these days I will go to Comic-Con. I will. It's just, it just doesn't benefit me right at the moment because if I'm there, I can't post videos. Doesn't, and I love posting videos. I love getting the content out there. It's just, it makes my channel grow. You guys like the content, and I can't do that while I'm there. And who knows if I could get a big-time press badge to get in Hall H to, do everything. Or would I have to wait in line for hours and hours in the hot, hot heat? It's July, guys, in Southern California. San Diego is not as bad, but still, it's pretty hot. Because it's right on the water, but, so it just benefits me. If I had somebody that was running stuff, my channel and everything, yeah, it'd be a lot easier. But I have nobody. It's just me, guys. It's just me. One of these days, if I get a little bigger, if I get a little, whatever, I can bring on somebody to help me out, and then I can actually visit Comic-Con and do some actually, vlogs out there on the floor and everything. It'd be awesome. But as of right now, it's not in the cards. Maybe next year we'll see what happens. But I actually like just being here. I'm gonna wake up. I'm gonna have my breakfast, drink my coffee, and I'm just gonna be ready. Just be glued in front of my freaking computer and just ready to do it. Trailer reactions. Posting videos about what's coming out and everything. It's going to be a grand old day. Saturday at Comic-Con. It's going to we're going to be drained. We're not going to have any fluid left in our body, so we're going to be drooling as well as other things coming, just bursting out of us. God, I'm disgusting. That's just the way I am, guys. And you guys know this already. But, yeah, so it's going to be a great day. I'm expecting a lot of goodness. Marvel Studios side, I hope they just show that footage. I think they're going to release the new Thor Ragnarok trailer. I think that'll be there for sure. I can't see why not. But who knows with the Infinity War stuff that they showed, which is fine. I mean, that was for D23. When it comes to showing exclusive footage for these conventions, sometimes they just do that because, these people paid or, they're there. And you got to show them something, and it might not be finished footage. So, and you know how the internet loves to just shit on unfinished footage. Oh, it fucking looks like shit. Cyborg looks like shit. Iron Man looks like shit. Yeah, come on. It's dumb. Don't do that. Don't be that guy. It all looks fake. Because it is fake. I've said that many times. It's like, everybody like, it looks fake. I'm like, it's because it is fake, you ass. It's dumb. But, yeah. What else are we going to talk? What else should I talk about here, man? I've already talked so much. Lead page. Zack Snyder removed his jail picture from his profile. People are freaking out. I did a little vloggy video. And I said, I don't think we should be freaking out too much. Right? We don't need to. It's his Twitter, but it is a little weird. I'm not going to lie that it is a little strange. Okay? You got to be prepared for the worst. We got to be prepared for the worst. He could very well, they could have told him, hey, fuck off. People don't like your shit. Even though, like, the core DCU audience loves his shit. I can't imagine. I don't think he's going to do Justice League 2, honestly. I don't. I think Joss Whedon might. Which with each tweet that he tweets, I get more nervous about these additional or reshoots. And Batgirl. But then again, I'm just hoping that's Mr. Dummy political side of Joss Whedon. But I want nerd, loves comic books, loves that shit side to do these reshoots justice, which that's just easy. But Batgirl, we'll see what happens. They might even announce who Batgirl is. They might even announce who Nightwing is. Who knows? That's the thing. That's the thing I was thinking about the other day. It's like, okay, so we don't. Warner Brothers and DC only have one movie coming out next year at the end, December, which is Aquaman. Nothing else is coming out. That sucks. You telling me we have to wait over a year from Justice League to Aquaman? That fucking sucks. So I'm hoping that they got something in the works going on. And honestly, you know which movie I think would be the one that would probably start production in the next month and be out next year? Nightwing. Absolutely Nightwing. I think Chris McKay, he's been talking about shit. He's been talking about how he wants whoever's going to be playing Dick, who wants to be playing Dick, Nightwing, to be a big fan, a huge fan of the character. And I'm going, well, hey, you want to just cast me? Because I am. Oh, no? Yeah, I can't do that. And apparently he's going to go through a grueling workout program, and he's going to get his ass handed to him. But the thing is, Nightwing can be a low-budget, quick movie. It doesn't have to be huge. There's nothing that has to be huge about Nightwing. It could be definitely be under $100 million. And if the way he's talking about that the actor's going to go through some grueling choreography, it sounds like it's going to be a little John Wickish, Just have some badass choreography, which Nightwing should have. With his batons and shit. Come on. And it probably wouldn't take long to shoot. 2 months, maybe? Small story? Come on. I'm thinking that if they're going to have another movie that comes out next year, it should be Nightwing. If Chris McKay is already well into the process, they just need a cast, and they're already getting the shit together for everything, locations and everything. He's already working on that. I think Nightwing might start shooting, you never know, next month. Goes into September, maybe October, and then it could be out by next summer. Now, I don't want them to rush. I get that. But if it's a small movie that doesn't require a lot of CG, doesn't require a shit ton of post-production, because I don't see why Nightwing would. And it'd be awesome. It'd be awesome for Warner Brothers to do that, to make a more low-key action flick with one of their cherished characters. It would make a shit ton of money. You have a low budget, get an unnamed actor. That's fine by me. Get an unnamed. I don't care. Get somebody that looks the part, and he's unnamed. That's totally fine by me. And you get that budget, 70, 80 million, the shit will fucking make its money back in 2 weeks. Guaranteed. Perfect. That's what they should do. In my eyes, that's what they should do. And I think that's the only movie that could be really doing that, unless Gotham City Sirens. But then that would take a lot more, because there's a lot more players in that movie. That would take a lot more time. I'm just saying Nightwing would be the best bet, because I could see that movie kicking into gear really soon. Wouldn't take as long as these other movies to get going, because it doesn't need to be. It's fucking Nightwing. He has no superpowers. He's got nothing. There's a lot of stories that so much they could do. It could just be a low-key action flick. It would be badass with some get those John Wick choreographers in there, man, and you just have some really awesome fight scenes. No big time special effects, no big time. You can have a cameo from Batman. That would be great. There needs to be a cameo from Batman and Nightwing. Come on, Affleck, you better fucking do that. But yeah, I think that would be the way to go. Especially since they only have one movie coming out next year, which is Aquaman, which does require a lot of post-production. That requires a lot of post-production. There's some shit in there that's going to blow our minds. I could see that. It's going to take a while to shoot and a lot of CGI. But Nightwing, fuck no. You can make that movie $70 million. Hand it over. Maybe even 60. Go as low as 60. Fuck it. And that shit would make its money back in almost the first weekend, I think. Worldwide? Fuck yeah. Make its money back right there. Smart. Warner Brothers. Listen to the film, Junket. They won't, though. Who knows? Oh, man. But that's what I think they should do. Honestly, really do. That would be their best bet. Nightwing, it's a small movie. Batgirl they can't do because Joss Whedon's still doing the Justice League stuff. Gotham City Sirens, too many heads, too many players. No, we can hold that one. But Nightwing, it just sounds like Chris McKay is already gearing up big time. He's in pre-production with it big time. And I think once they cast the actor, they maybe announce it. I mean, this would be perfect in my eyes right here. They already have the actor. And they bring Chris McKay up on stage on that panel, and then they announce the actor. Maybe, well, they don't have to show him in the costume, but just announce the actor and announce that it's going to go in production in a couple of weeks. And it's going to be out July of next year or some shit. June or July of next year. Totally can happen. He's a small character. But my God, I mean, that's the thing. That's what's so smart about doing a Nightwing movie. Even a Batgirl movie. Small characters. But they're part of the Batman. They're part of Batman's family. And Batman, of course, is Warner Brothers and DC's biggest property. It's fucking smart. Listen to me, please. They won't listen to me. I don't know. Just sucks. Yeah. But War for the Planet of the Apes, you guys didn't go see. You guys need to go see that movie, goddammit. Jesus. It didn't make enough. Everybody wants good movies, right? Go see. God damn it. Everybody wants good movies, right? Go see that movie, please. Suicide Squad might get a new director. The guy who did The Shallows with Blake Lively. I haven't seen that movie yet. I heard it's good. Catherine Winnick. Yeah. She keeps teasing announcement at Comic-Con. Everybody wants her as Black Canary or maybe even Supergirl. But it turns out it's going to be for the new Call of Duty game. I guess she's part of that. Yeah, so, wah, wah. Yeah, it's fine. And then the whole Chris Pine returning from Wonder Woman. Fuck no! Get over that, please. That's just totally going to ruin his sacrifice at the end of Wonder Woman. Okay, we're not bringing Steve Trevor back. And please, oh please, do not do, oh yeah, he was my grandpappy. Like, really? So you look exactly like your grandfather? Fuck you. I know nobody that looks like their grandfather. Like that. Identical, I should say. I look like my grandpa a little bit. You could see the resemblance, but I don't look exactly like him at my age. Are you kidding me? That trope is so fucking retarded. We don't need that for Wonder Woman 2. Please do not do that. Just, he's dead. Leave it at that. I mean, unless you find some really cool way to bring him back. But then, like I said in my video, it totally negates the picture and her, oh, thank you for bringing him back to me. And even like the Cold War thing, it just sounds weird because she said she walked away from humanity over 100 years ago. Fucking it's weird. I don't know. I'm worried about that a little bit. I don't know. It's just, to me, it's just a little strange. It's a little strange. What else we talked about? Black Widow, Hulk romance. Ugh. We don't need that. And the Indians take the lead. Fucking hell. Yeah, there's so much that happened in the past. A couple, yeah, we're good. Let me get to the hashtag here. If you guys want to ask me questions, the best way to do it is just to get me on Twitter and use hashtag Film Junket Podcast. Just do that, and it's the easiest way for me to find these questions for you guys. Okay, let's see what we have here. Ozlek, good old buddy. What's your fan cast for Poison Ivy, Catwoman, and Black Mask in Gotham City Sirens? Now, I can't really answer this right now because I'm going to do videos about this. I will, however, say this. Catwoman, definitely not going to be a white chick. You know what? In these times, it's 2017, guys. I want Poison Ivy to be a ginger. Okay? She needs to be a ginger. I want her to have that white skin and that red hair. Okay? So that means you got two white chicks. You got to have somebody who of color, just because, there's going to be outrage if you don't. But see, the thing is, Catwoman has been black. She's had a darker shade of skin. So I'm perfectly okay with Catwoman being that. And I've been having like a list. So I'm going to do those videos later. Hopefully they don't announce. I don't know when I'm going to get to them. But hopefully they don't announce it at Comic-Con, but we'll see what happens. Will you share a video of your AV setup? Mr. Alan Paxton. No. No. It's not that extravagant of a setup. It's really not. You know, it's my desk. I got some Funko Pops on it, a cool little Batman Joker light, and my computer and my microphone. That's pretty much it. It's not too much. JG. Do you think all DC, EU, and MCU movies need a trilogy or sequel? Because I feel that Suicide Squad doesn't need one. Well, that's only because Suicide Squad wasn't that good. But I think it does need one. I think they need to do it justice, and they need to do an actual Suicide Squad movie. Because the shitty part about the movie was the fact that they just sent these guys into like a city that was evacuated for like a world taking over thing that big-time superheroes should be taken care of. That's what was really fucking retarded about that movie. Suicide Squad, if you read the book, Suicide Squad is supposed to do covert, off-the-books missions. Okay? Now, yeah, they could be saving the world, but covertly. Not out in the, when there's a laser with a bunch of garbage shooting up in the fucking sky. That's where they fucked up. That's what was stupid. Yeah, very dumb. This is like old questions, by the way. That was an old question from June 5th. Holy shit. I didn't know that was the case. My bad. Anyways. Alan Paxton again. You a Doctor Who fan? No, I'm not. I don't get into Doctor Who. It's just not my thing. I don't know. I'm one of those. I'm sorry. But I know the whole thing. Now there's like the first female Doctor Who. This is the way I look at that right now. This is the way that the internet works when it comes to this stuff. I mean, first of all, everybody has a right to complain about it. Just because a guy complains that, a male-dominated character got changed to a female doesn't mean he's a misogynist, doesn't mean he's a sexist. Shut the fuck up. Okay? What I always hate is, why do they always have to change existing characters? Why don't they just create new characters with either female or person of color? But everybody wants to change existing characters. Why? Because they know that those ones sell. And these are the same people complaining that there's no new shit in Hollywood doesn't come up with new ideas. But yet you want to change an existing idea. Why don't you come up with a new idea? Everybody's a fucking hypocrite. It's retarded. So I could see the complaint. I even saw women complaining that Doctor Who is now a woman. So what happened to those? But those were ignored because it doesn't fit the narrative that people want to project out there. And I know these writers for these fucking websites, I saw one headline that said, a bunch of piss boys are pissed, or something like that. And they always want to do that, because that always fits the narrative. It's retarded. It's like, what, they couldn't come up with like a new character to fit into the Doctor Who world? Just like when they were talking about changing James Bond into Jane Bond. It's like, no, just come up with a badass female character, inject her into that world. Why don't you do that instead of changing existing stuff? Fuck you. So I could see the gripe, but the thing is, the people who are griping, a very small number. A very small number, and then the entire internet, celebrities start virtue signaling because they hear that, oh yeah, there's some people complaining. A very small portion, so then everybody has to comment on these asshole misogynists that are complaining about that, when it's a very, very small number. Because when I saw that they announced her, I didn't see negative shit on my feed. But, but they are out there, very small number, but we like to concentrate on those small numbers because we want to make it seem like everybody's an asshole. Like all guys are assholes, all this are assholes. It's all white guys, of course. It's really fucking retarded. And everybody needs to shut the fuck up and relax, okay? When it's a small number, who gives a shit? When a majority of the people are okay with it, then that's it. Put it to bed. But for some reason, we always concentrate on the small shit first. We don't work big to small in this country or in this world anymore. We work small to big, and that's why the society is where it's at right now. That's why we're crumbling, because we work small to big. Who cares about the big problems, the wars, and all the fucking people suffering and shit like that? Who gives a fuck? We're talking about Doctor Who being a woman. Jesus Christ. Everybody's fucking losing their minds, man. Ugh, it just pisses me off. God damn, man. Alan, you're just asking all kinds of questions. Hope I'm actually going to probably get this guy on the podcast, and he does a podcast himself. Do you think Hugh Jackman the best fit for Scar, or should always be the great Jeremy Irons? It's true, he did voice it, right? Well, the thing is, like, it's not confirmed that Jackman's going to do it. And if that's the case, bring back Irons. Fuck it. I like that. I forgot that he did it. Nate the Great. He said, concerns about the tone that's already perfect. Love the seriousness. What would Zack Snyder direct next in the DCEU? Well, it's supposed to be Justice League 2. But it doesn't look like that's going to happen. So, I mean, if I had to put him up for another movie, I would say Man of Steel 2. For sure. I mean, I would say Batman, but, I mean, Matt Reeves is going to knock that shit out. Oh, Jesus Christ, that guy. I don't know. I don't know. I would say Justice League 2, but who knows what's going to happen with that. Fernando, Jimmy Zone 1337. How do you think it will go for Justice League both at Comic-Con and in box office? I think it'll blow up the box office. Comic-Con, it's going to win, most likely. So, I mean, they're going to show some images. They're probably going to bring out the whole crew. And unless Marvel decides to release that footage, I mean, yeah, there's going to be pretty much a standoff. But if they don't release that Infinity Wars footage, yeah, Justice League all the way. They're going to win. Big time. JG, Bobby, again. Do you think Fox should cast a new Wolverine or just wait a while and continue their story with Laura as the new Wolverine? I actually do think that. They should wait. They should wait a bit. But, I mean, they got their Dark Phoenix movie coming out. And they got New Mutants, they got Deadpool, they got X-Force. So they're going to wait a bit, I think. And they're going to wait for a little bit until they feel like they need to recast them. I think they'll be smart about it. They're going to do these other films first. Sam Heiss saw Watchmen finally. Amazing film. About time, man. Would you consider doing a review how it was ahead of its time? No shit. Yeah, I will in the future. I'm going to go, now that as soon as I've been getting more of an audience, stuff like that, I'm going to do classic reviews, old movies. I kind of started doing that long before, but I'm going to really start doing that. And Watchmen will definitely be one of them. And you are absolutely right. It was big time ahead of its time. And that's what's happening with Man of Steel, and that's what's going to happen with Batman vs. Superman. I'm telling you, Snyder's ahead of his time. It's weird because so many people are coming around for Man of Steel. And now people are coming around for Batman vs. Superman. Give it a couple more years and people are going to be like, hey, Batman vs. Superman was freaking awesome. That's what we tried to tell you. You assholes. Let's see. Ulysses, a.k.a. Batman. Do you think the JL trailer is going to show some plot details or just more action-packed buff? I think it will. And then Mr. Max Landis will say they showed too much when he complained that they didn't show enough plot points. Go color your hair, you fucking freak. Or go do Daddy's movie that you're going to remake, you fucking Nimrod. I hate that motherfucker. He's so annoying. I do like, whatchamacallit, that one superhero flick with the found footage. I can't remember the name right now. Jesus Christ. I know you're screaming at me right now. I can't remember it. It's eluding me. No, they'll show more plot points. I just hope they don't show too much. Don't show Superman. Tease him if you want to. Even tease Steppenwolf. John G. again, do you think any CBM or actor in one will win or be nominated for an Oscar this year? Like I said, Logan. I mean, they keep saying, is Wonder Woman going to do it? No, Wonder Woman's not going to. Maybe for special effects, but no, it wasn't that. It wasn't Oscar caliber. Shut up. You guys are overhyping. As much as I loved Wonder Woman, you guys are overhyping the shit out of it. And some people are overhyping that movie way too much. When they talk about Oscar buzz, shut up. It's not Oscar worthy. Logan, on the other hand, very much Oscar worthy. And I think there should be best pick, best director, best lead actor, best supporting actor, and best supporting actress. I absolutely think so. With that. Wonder Woman, fuck no. Wonder Woman's enjoyable, yes. But it's not Academy Award winning worthy. Yeah, it's just overhyped, and I get why it's overhyped. Yes, I know. And I knew that was going to happen. I knew it was going to... I even said it. It's going to receive a little bit of special treatment. But I mean, honestly, like as much as I liked it, it's probably not in my top 5 currently. There's just a lot more. I mean, I'm just saying it's in the top 10 for sure, but not. I don't think it's in the top 5 currently, especially after I watched Planet of the Apes. Kind of maybe bumped it out of the top 5. All right, guys, I've been talking for way too long. It's 50 minutes going on here, so I think I'm gonna wrap this up with a little bow and a drink. Appreciate you guys listening. Like I said, I'm gonna do another one of these next week, next Sunday. I will post Comic-Con, so I'll be talking about that. So there won't be like 2 weeks. There won't be a week in between, and hopefully I can get this doing more weekly. And my buddy, who like I said, who I'm renting this place from, I'm hoping like I can get him involved. I got to figure that all out, and stuff like that. And then I've been talking to other people about joining their podcast, DCEU Society. I think they're one of it's called. I forgot what their podcast is called, but it's really good. I've been listening to a couple of their episodes. Let me pull that up here. He goes by DCEU_Society, and they have a podcast called Mask and Hammer. And they just talk about all this stuff. They've had a few episodes, 6 episodes. Listened to a couple of them, and I've been talking to the guy. And they really good points. Like, I actually, when they were going over Spider-Man, I agreed with most of their shit. Like, their gripes and what was good, I agreed with them, And we've been talking. I might join their podcast. Maybe I'll get them on this podcast. It's just, I'm going to start expanding and start getting people on here. And everything, the first thing I just had to do was just get into the new place. Now that I'm settled, I got the good internet. Let's do this, and I'm gonna hopefully maybe even do like live broadcasts on YouTube, Q&As and shit like that. It'll be fun. It's just give me some time to just make sure I get everything dialed in. It's not easy when I work, and I'm gone 10 hours out of the day during the week. It's difficult. But we'll see what happens, guys. But I appreciate you. I love you. And please don't leave me. Yeah, that's right. So that's all I got to say about that, guys. Let me know your thoughts about everything down below. And like I said, I'll try to get this on like SoundCloud and stuff like that. I'll start doing all that so you can actually download it and listen to it at your convenience. Because that's better, obviously. So, yeah, guys. Appreciate you listening. I am Dave, the Film Junkie. And this has been the Film Junket Podcast.